Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Weather Command Center here in Southwest Ohio. The stream will be starting shortly, so stay tuned. Hey, everybody. Whoa. That was hot. Sorry about that. Welcome to the Weather Command Center in Southwest Ohio. I gotta turn some volume down on my headset. I about blew my ears out. Oh, Stacy Cat, Hammers. Oh gosh, it's all scrolled up now on me. Jane, I seen her. Hey, thanks for that tier 1 sub. Oh, that was a prime sub. Appreciate that, Hammers. So, circle jerk track? Is that what it is? Yes, I did, Kat. Those were really cool. It was cloudy as heck here, so no luck for me. Everybody else joining in, thank you for coming along. It's hurricane weather preparedness week, so it's that time of year again. I mean, it's here we are, 1st of May, first next month. It's only a month away. Hurricane season starts, so that time of year again, which means I'm going to get busier in hell. So got some things here. Where's it at? I don't have a cue on it, but here it is. This is from the Hurricane Center. And if you lived in prone areas for hurricanes, this is the thing, some of the things you need to think about. Develop an evacuation plan. Assemble disaster supplies, your food, water, batteries, charger, radio, and important is cash. Power goes out, you ain't gonna get no money out of the bank or an ATM. So that's something really you should think about. Yes, meds. This is only part of it. And get an insurance checkup to see if you're going to be covered or not. Also, you want to gather all your important documents, put them in a weatherproof tub so they won't get wet. That's a good idea. Create a communication plan with a handwritten list of contacts. That's pretty important. But strengthen your home. If you live down there, I don't know, man. It's oh, that's the wrong. Daggone. This thing is supposed to be primary monitor. It keeps changing every time I reboot, and I don't know why Windows 10 is doing it. So, oh gosh, I wished I could go see a race. I watched NASCAR today in Dover, Delaware. They got rained out really bad yesterday, and so they ran the race at noon today. I don't think it was quite over with almost by 4 o'clock. It was a long race. And yeah, it came on at noon. Martin Truex won it. Finally. I mean, the guy drives a Toyota, but I like Truex Jr. Hey, Timmy, you smartass. But it was good to see him run again. It really was. I'm proud of the guy. The guy's been through so much. His wife had cancer a while back. She is doing good. She's a cancer survivor. And the guy has just had all kinds of bad luck. So it's about time he won a race. And I tell you what, even guys with 4 new tires couldn't catch him. I don't get into the wrestling scene anymore. I used to when I was young, back in the good old days. But anyway, back to hurricane season. We don't have anything right now to worry about. Let's get over here to the main. Get this up here. Typically, this time of year, there's several things we got to worry about. We still have, and I'll show you here in a bit, we still have really warm waters down here in the Gulf, except along the coast, it's down in the 70s, but otherwise it's up in the 80s plus. But typically, this area right here for May is where we're going to watch out for. And then we also got to keep an eye down here where the waters are getting warmer. Yes, we're moving into El Nino. Right now, the SOI, which is the Southern Oscillation Index, is kind of up and down, up and down. And the 90-day prediction is pretty much we're going to be in between La Nina and El Nino. So, but these are the 2 key areas this time of year to look for something to happen. And one thing that forms this time of year is the Central American Gyre, where stuff can form up down here or down here, and it'll get circulated around that gyre. That's typical for early spring. So, but if something was to form, actually earlier, and I'll have to look again, there was a little bit of vorticity or spin in the atmosphere down here on the north of Colombia. And if that gets caught up in this gyre, it can strengthen with this South American gyre. Or Central American gyre, and what that can do is flip one up here in the Gulf where it gets stronger. So, and that's kind of what happened to Ian last year. It got flipped up and smacked Florida. So that's a possibility that could happen again. Okay, what the heck? My keyboard's acting wacky. Doggone Bluetooth. So, let's see here. Let's get over here to monitor 6. There, that's the right one. I don't know why that setting keeps changing every time I reboot. But, well, actually, let's go back over here. Forecast model. And I want to change regions here. We'll get the hurricane stuff out of the way first, but I want to go look at the 5,000 foot in the atmosphere looking for spin. Hey, Tiny. Yeah, where in the heck have you been? Bearcat, thanks for that sub. I greatly appreciate it. So, right now, we got a high pressure system. I'll do this in red. We got a high pressure system out here. So, I don't see anything happening right now. We do have a little bit, this is what I mentioned a bit ago, a little bit of spin in the atmosphere down in here. But to tell you the truth, I don't think anything's going to happen for the next 2 weeks. I really don't. Maybe late May we could possibly see something, but you can see that nothing's happening as far as the tropics, the Caribbean, and that. Now, so the main idea is we got to keep an eye on this and get prepared for it. Again, I'll be covering everything, and when it starts to happen, I start looking even over in the eastern Pacific earlier today, and there's really warm waters out there. Matter of fact, let's go to analysis tools over here on monitor 6. Hey, thanks, Tiny. This is a whole new setup. I'm running off of one computer, and it's great. I'm finally able to push off this new computer 6,000 kilobits per second at 60 frames per second, and it's not even 3% of my processors is being used. Anyway, let's look at sea surface anomalies above or below average, and I'll zoom in on it here. This is the key area right here where we want to watch for going into El Nino again. But look at these reds and yellows already in here. Really warm waters where last year that was all blue. It was below average temperatures in La Nina. This is very interesting up here. Watched Mike Sedith earlier today with his broadcast of what's going on, and these warm temperatures up here around Spain and Western Africa, that's pretty unique for this time of year. That is really warm right in here, so way above average. Now, what's going to happen with El Nino when El Nino pops up and all these waters here, really warm up? That's going to cause some shear action going across here, and that's the reason why during El Nino you really won't see much storms coming across here and surviving. They'll get over here and get sheared off by the eastern shear winds. But they can, get back up here. They can come and then turn this way. That's a possibility. But we're nowhere near El Nino yet. We're kind of just about neutral right now. So for the next couple months, I can really see us having some activity in the Atlantic. So be prepared. This is preparedness week for tropical weather. So if you live in any of the affected areas, be sure and be prepared early. Let's see here. page for you. I'll bring it up here over on monitor 6 again. This is the page right here that you want to check out. I'll copy this and put it in the chat. There you go. There's the link for the page, but this has got all kinds of good information. Get prepared before hurricane season, know the risk, all kinds of information on this page. So if you live in the affected areas or you're curious about this kind of stuff, go check that link out. It's a really good page on the National Hurricane Center site. So, any questions on the hurricane stuff? God, this weather has been so screwed up. We are caught in what they call an omega block. And let me get back over here to full screen for you guys. We got this stupid low up here that's been causing misery for a lot of people. This is the same storm system that brought the tornadoes all night long the other night. There was even tornado warnings in Florida going off at 5:30 in the morning. But this thing is now it's covering me with all this stupid rain. I mean, it's been drizzling all day and it's windier than heck. The low pressure system's about right in there, and it's cut off from the jet stream. Take a look at the jet stream here. Here's that low pressure system, and here is the jet stream. It kind of sucks it around, but the main jet stream is here. And so this is what they call a cutoff low. And get 12 inches of snow. Ha! Yeah, I seen 12 plus inches up there in the UP in northern Wisconsin earlier today. But notice this jet stream pattern, and this is as of 8 o'clock. Look at this jet stream pattern. This is the subtropical jet down here. This is what's called an omega block. Actually, there's a low pressure system off of Northern California right now. So we got this big dip going on with a low pressure over here. And until this cutoff low gets the heck out of here, things ain't going to straighten up. But hopefully by Thursday, we'll pull the jet stream forecast ahead. Notice how the subtropical jet starts to mix with the other jet, and let's get on into Thursday. This, and I'll zoom in here, this is what could bring some severe weather for Texas and Oklahoma. Maybe, I don't really think that up here in Kansas City has got too good a chance right now, according to the GFS. But the key area is going to be right in here. And there's a big old dry line that's going to form back here. And matter of fact, let's take a look at the GFS. So let's get this back here. Here's a stupid cutoff low up here. Dadgun thing. I wish I'd hurry up and get out of here. And it's going to after tomorrow night. So we'll step ahead here. This is Tuesday. Now here you start to see some storms starting to pop up in the panhandle of Texas. I don't think those are going to be severe. This is the latest run of the GFS. But here this low pops up. We got a high pressure over here. So these isobars, hey Spunky, these isobars getting close together. So it's going to get really windy in that area. But look at these storms start to pop later in the afternoon. Let's get up here. Boom, right there. This is about 7 o'clock Central Time. And yeah, with that Omega block, it's stopping any of the good stuff from happening. It could be some storms up here, but this is going to be pretty much on the cold side, I believe, of the front. But now earlier today, I did a sounding at the same time in southern Oklahoma, and it showed weak tornado. Let's go down here in northern Texas, not showing anything. So let's go ahead and bring up College of DuPage. It's too soon to really look at any of the other models. We'll have to wait a couple days. Let's get on into, oops, I went too far. Right there on Thursday, northeast Texas. Not really seeing too awful much up here. Take a look at it sounding up there, and yeah, this looks horrible. There's a cap going on over here, so I really don't see anything up there in Kansas. But this is interesting because the soundings earlier in the last run was showing weak tornado for southern Oklahoma and northern Texas. This is only showing marginal severe. So let's go convective. Here's the most unstable cape or potential energy. It's over 1,000. Some areas earlier was showing close to 3,000 or slightly over. But the cape looks really good up here, but I'm not thinking there's going to be very much as of the models right now for up here in Kansas. So Supercell Composite there in Oklahoma. Weak tornado. This is at 0Z or 7 Central Time. Close to having a cap over here. Definitely got sheared. Look at this. These wind bars southeast down here. And they start coming out on the southwest as you go up. So really good wind shear. The cape's good enough. Mixed layer cape over 1,000. So not the best photograph in the world, but it does say weak tornadoes. So, and the winds aren't really strong higher up until you get up real high at 300 millibars up there where the jets fly. But down here, 5 to 10,000 feet, really strong winds right now. Hey, Big Boss. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. So, but again, you know, this is the GFS. So, it's a bit too early to really get excited right now. But it's a maybe. It's a maybe. And even let's get back over to monitor 6. I switched too soon. We got a 15% in that area right there. I'll zoom in on it for you guys. So that's for Thursday. The rest of the 8-day is not there. As far as Friday or Wednesday, just general thunderstorms. It looks pretty ugly. There is a marginal for tomorrow down in here. That was those early storms that I showed you starting to pop up in the panhandle. But Thursday, Friday predictability is too low. So I really don't see anything on Friday. So pretty much think that's it. I don't know how many of you got to see me on my little TV in the waiting room. Hey, thanks, Big Boss. Because there wasn't that many people. I did just playing around last night. I'll show you guys the waiting room when I'm getting the stream ready. Watch the TV. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Weather Command Center here in Southwest Ohio. The stream will be starting shortly, so stay tuned. And then it goes through a little slideshow and add a little bit of music so it ain't so boring while everybody's in my waiting room. So, let's get over here to the Weather Command Center. I'm going to do a little bit of changes, but I was wide awake all night long and just farting around. It's like, I wonder if I can do this. Thank you, DaVinci Resolve, because that really helped me out a lot doing that. So, I figured you guys would like that. Yeah. That's me when I can't sleep and get bored. I got tired of playing my games, and it's like, what the heck? Let's give this a try. So, and I'm going to be working on a new intro video. I'm not going to get rid of my welcome back intro, but I got to get up to date for the other intro that I do. Yes, I did. I built a new Ryzen 7 computer. Got some really fast RAM in it. I got some really fast M.2 drives in it. It's really nice. Let's see here. Where's the pictures? Let's get over here on the main screen. That's the motherboard. Look at that huge cooling fan and heatsink that I had to put on it because this thing runs hot. Those M.2 NVMe hard drives, I got a terabyte in here, I got a terabyte in here, and I got a 2 terabyte in this spot. So, there's another look at the, that fan is about 6 inches across, and so is that heatsink. And I got a really cool case. There's the case. And I'm still using, oops, boy, that picture come out blurry. I wonder what idiot took that picture. But it's the same video cards that I used before. This is the NVMe hard drives. And there's the side of the new case. It's a really sweet case, great airflow. Those front fans, which is RGB, as you've seen, is 8-inch fans. It's a Lee, oh gosh, I done forgot the model number of that case. The big power supply, I got an 850 watt power supply is down here, and that's with the two video cards, which is MSI. The motherboard is MSI as well. I've added some more RGB lights inside of it. I'll have to make a little video for you guys. But it's a Lian Li case. And I'm really happy with it. This thing is, I tell you what, I knew it was a lot faster than what I have before. But I took the old computer and rebuilt it. I changed the motherboard out and still the 8-core processor, and used one of my old video cards that I used over a year ago. And I fired it up and installed Windows 10 and all that. And oh my God, that thing is so slow with the same RAM and the same processor. It's so much slower than this new computer. This thing screams. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Except for whenever I reboot it, the monitors want to switch around. So I got to figure that out. Let's see. Do I have anything else new? No. Not that I see. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this. Dum. Okay, here is the 2023 hurricane season. Named storms: the Colorado State University. I think it's the 215. It is the Landcool. Colorado State University, on their outlook, they're saying 13. We had 14 last year, which is average. I tell you what, they were really predicting a lot higher last year. It's like 18 to 19. Even the Weather Channel was saying there was going to be a lot more. So normal was 14. So Colorado State says we're going to be just under. I think they might be looking at the El Nino coming up. With 6 hurricanes, 3 majors, where we had 8 last year with 2 majors. I don't agree with that. I really think that we had more than 2 majors after Ian hit. So, what are the names for this year in the Atlantic? I don't have the Pacific lined up yet, but these are the names of the Atlantic hurricane season. There's several of these. There's actually 3 of these that were replaced on the list because they got retired. So there you go. That's the new Atlantic names. A lot of these make more sense. I tell you what, last year there was some really weird names. So, no, not yet. There will be, Jane. I'm sure of it. From what Nathan told me about you. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Oh, goodness. So, that's all I've got for tonight, dadgummit. And it's all true. Oh, my goodness. You're great. So, I'll be keeping an eye on the tropical weather and I'll let you guys know if I see anything popping up. There has been tropical storms and even hurricanes this day. A lot of it's been years and years ago, like back in the 80s. I think 2015 might have had one already, a named storm. So, we'll have to wait and see, but for the next, I'd say 2 weeks, unless anything changes in the next 2 weeks, I don't see any tropical weather popping up at all. And daggone it, we got to get out of the stupid weather pattern. which there's something I forgot to show you guys. Let's get back over to monitor 6 and forecast models. Let's go Western Atlantic. No, I don't want Western Atlantic. We'll go North Atlantic. Here's this stupid cutoff low out here. We got a big old high out here in the Atlantic. But what I want to show you guys is the spin in the atmosphere. What's going to happen to this cutoff low? I'll show you. You would think, because it went from southwest to northeast, that you would think it would go up into Canada, but Canada don't want it. It's like their passport expired. So what happens is the jet stream finally gets a hold of it and drags it out to sea. So there she goes. And again, big old high pressure out here. No real good spin in the atmosphere coming off of Africa. And this is going all the way out. Let's go out to the 10th. This is the next storm system, but nothing down here in the tropics. Nothing to worry about there. Any questions? Yeah, we need that jet stream to change, and typically with La Nina, especially the La Nina winters, the jet stream comes from like Washington, Oregon, and dips down across me. That's the typical jet stream, which brings a lot of cold and crap over here and makes it all dry and warm in the west. So now that we're going neutral, the weather pattern should start to change for storm chasing. We need that jet stream to dip down Southern California or the Four Corner states and then come up to the northeast at an angle. That'll help pull moisture in from the Gulf and the dry air from the west, and then we'll start getting our tornado season. It's a little dry for tornadoes. Actually, we're about average the last that I looked, though, because all the ones we had down in Dixie Alley and yeah, them crazy ones the other day, that EF3 down there in Florida. Great video online of that tossing car. There's actually 2 videos showing a car getting tossed. So we need to get our chase season started, but I tell you what, until Thursday, I really don't have any good insight because of this Omega block. We got a low here and a low here and a big old ridge in the middle of the country, and that's keeping the moisture from getting pulled up in the key areas. It's got drought. That's basically it, Bearcat, is we've been stuck in this Omega block for quite a while now. And that low pressure that's over north of me got cut off from the jet stream, so it's kind of blocking a lot of the other crap from happening. We got to get that jet stream to change. That's all there is to it. I put in a notice to Mother Nature, but she hasn't replied. Go figure. I don't think she likes me anymore, but we got to get a chase going. So that's all I've got for tonight. I had some other things planned, but I ran out of time. So I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. You guys have been great. Appreciate all the subs, any direct donations like Big Boss. Greatly appreciate it. It helps me keep this running. And I got a notice today from my electric company. They're raising my electric rate big time. Oh my God. It's really going to be horrible this year. I may open the windows more this spring instead of the air conditioner. You want to offer a promotion to my channel, you're screwed. So, no promotional crap here. Not unless you get approval in private first. So, anyway, with that, y'all have a safe and great night. Pop a top for me. Peace. Catch you on the next broadcast. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Y'all have a great time. I'll catch you.